Okay. With this Star Wars month, there's still, like I said, other videos and things I wanted to touch on and talk about the state of things. So, I'm gonna have a conversation now about Marvel and what Marvel is doing. I think I'm gonna try to fuse the indies because I know a little bit about what they were talking about. So that one's gonna be a pretty quick video. I might even be able to do that in a car, kind of quick. There's a couple other things coming down, so whatever. I don't want this video to run as long as the other video. I'm sorry about the DC one. I even got a timer, but I needed to get this stuff out because I've been sitting on this stuff for weeks. So it was like a pile on. All right, so now Marvel's had a lot going on, and not all because of like just well, it's mostly because of the situation, the pandemic. Now, with the retailers and stuff, you have to deal with the fact that there's going to be a lot of changes. Like, there's going to probably be more mail orders, um, and just how they're going to like repurpose how everything falls. And I think that they're going to also get rid of some redundancies. So, certain employees and certain things that they could have just been like, all right, well, we got three groups to handle this. It's going to be one group to handle that now. Stuff like that. I think, in all honesty, is about to change. Cool shirt, right? Um, so I got some notes here because there was a lot. So Diamond now on the 20th or the 22nd. I still say this is a reaction to the Walmart situation that was going on, to the fact that DC said, well, fine, we'll just do it ourselves. The Soul is placed in a couple of the other places, and I think Boom might be, but I don't think Boom was doing it through Diamond. I know someone else. There was a couple other companies that are like, we're going to do it ourselves. We're going to either do direct market like Eterna, or we're going to do it like they're looking at why some of these were working. Stuff with Kickstarters like Cyberfrog, Fraga Boom's things, and all those. Your boy Zach and Alterna Comics. And I think they were like, all right, we could do this too. Now, they've been like sitting, and it's crazy because for Diamond, they've been sitting on books like Image, Marvel books, and DC and stuff like that, and they were just waiting to go. And the cash flow, wasn't there, but they were doing this. Now, 30 days is like, that no people wanted to change the target. So the way it was supposed to go for the month of May, and what I mean by the target, Marvel was supposed to have things like Empire, Iron Man 2020, stuff like that. But then all of a sudden, with everything going on, Marvel's been very silent. Um, Besides very specific stuff, which I will get to that. But for the most part, a lot of places started talking about what they were going to do, how they're going to fix stuff. But Marvel's been kind of silent on everything. And it's kind of crazy just how this stuff goes. And even on the new books. Now, Marvel has had a lot of furloughs because their parent company has also had a lot, furloughs and layoffs. And so, they had the whole thing. It was the hashtags pencil down. I remember seeing people online talking to some of the creators that they weren't fans of, going, ha ha ha, blah, 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 blah. It's because you did this. This is what was going to happen anyway. Hashtag pencils down. This is what's going to happen. Hashtags pencil down. I just say hashtags pencil down because that was the thing I heard of it first. Here's the thing with that real quick as a sidebar. A lot of those creators, some of them are going to be out of work, but they're already starting their YouTubes and other stuff. They're freelancers or whatever. So some of them are going to be just going back to their independent stuff they were doing, maybe doing on Kickstarter or on Indiegogo or whatever. So you still have those factors to come into play. Don't think all those people are going to be gone. You can say they deserve it. Some of them are going to be back. Now, like I said, some may not be, but more than what you probably wanted it to be. It's not a full victory unless they can't come back. And I'm not saying that should be a victory either. People shouldn't lose their jobs over something that's out of their control. They should lose their jobs if they're being overly rude or crazy or doing something insane to get fired. Now, originally it was like, so, it was only supposed to be so many people with Marvel, but now as time has passed, um, it's become way more people, like staff, editors, some of the other stuff, the actual people who are working, not the freelancers. Um, and what's happening with some of these people that are getting furloughed, they're getting their benefits but no pay. Uh, and then what happened recently was Marvel did more furloughs and stuff. More people than everyone even thought. Like, it was a lot, but I know Disney's been hemorrhaging money, so of course it trickles down to them. And it's just the way it is, it's business. Disney's hurting, they're hurting, and they got to cut out redundancies and things, and maybe they can bring some of the people back later. Now, then you got the San Diego Comic Con going, and that's where a lot of the creators also make their money too. So they're taking a big hit with that one. So there's just hits all around. Now you have retailers who keep resisting when anyone ever says anything. I do think that retailers need to get the mindset of evolve or die. You're either going to stay in your boutique, do the thing where you stay in your California place, there's someone talking about, or you're going to do your thing, but you need to stop being resistant. You're resistant when registers came, you're resistant when, um, they do the floppies, these things, and now you're resistant to digital. You have to stop being so resistant. What you have to do is you have to evolve so you can keep your business going while everybody else is doing it. It's only going to take a certain market, but people are still going to eventually come in. So they got to kind of chill with that. The reason why I said that is because something I'm going to say later is going to sound like I'm going there, but I'm actually agreeing with the retailers on this one versus what they were saying about DC, because to me that was a little psychotic. Now, Marvel, with full of all the furloughs, and this was about a week ago, they had some very deep cuts. Like I said, editorial staff, to pencil down, the freelancers, they've been waiting, getting hit. A lot of them have been waiting to hear what's going on. They don't know fully either. Some of them do. Um, and the big scary thing about a lot of the furloughs is that sometimes furloughs, and I've seen this happen, they go into a layoff and then a termination. So, or one or the other. Like, they can either, all right, we're just laying you off, we can't bring you back. Good luck in your future endeavors, or termination. Good luck in your future endeavors. Now, with Marvel and everything going on and all these furloughs and stuff, there's still, like, I think a 6 to 8 week period, because the two biggest places they have is California and New York. And just checking my time here. Cool, making good time. Because there's something I really want to rant about. So with California and New York and the whole situation, they're kind of doing things with this new revised schedule, and it's kind of weird. They sent out this letter. Yeah, here we go. And they have a lot of retailers angry, and I understand why. They sent out this letter to them about the Diamond, being that they're not going to do the Diamond stuff, even though Diamond is sitting on some of their titles. That where Diamond said the 20th to the 22nd, I keep getting two different dates from them. They're saying that they're going to start doing things on the 27th. Now, how Marvel's going to do it is, for example, you're going to get Amazing Spider-Man, I think that's 43, Avengers, Marauders, Doc Afra, Venom 25, and then you're going to get trade paperbacks. I don't know if it's of those books. I just know they said they're going to do some trade paperbacks. Then it's supposed to be, they skip that week and you get like Black Cat, Deadpool, Excalibur, Miles, Spider-Man, New Mutants. And then what I found out is that these are some of the titles that were already sitting with Diamond. This is how they want to trickle them out, because California and New York both are closed in really big markets. It's like they're like, well, even if these 20 states are open, who cares? These two are big markets, which is not right. I'm like, you need to get them out where you can fit them out. And if retailers get pissy, oh well, evolve or die. Simple as that. There are people. We're not going to be able to open. Like, people in New Jersey, New York are not going to open as fast as Texas or open as fast as Utah versus California. Like, it's ridiculous. Not everyone's going to open at once, and you can't. The businesses shouldn't wait for this to happen. But it seems like Marvel is really doing something weird, and this is supposed to go through. Let's see. I think they said until like June. The Yeah, it's like the end of June or something. Or no, I'm sorry, it may be further, but sometime in June they're gonna have Thor, which is Thor number 5, which is one people actually wanted because there's that deep, strong story that's going on with the whole Thor is the God King kind of thing. And But then there's like, even with Thor, that's what's left over. But then when you look at the big picture, there's no Marvel Outlaws, there's no Empire, there's no X titles besides the ones that were sitting there, but there's no like new X titles are continuing, even though they're supposed to be having some event with X-Men stuff, which is going to even add more titles. And I think they already have like 13 titles. Um, let's see. There is like an X Force coming, but that's once again one of the ones, and it's going to be like, so that's like these ones that were just there, but they're not like continuing these titles like that. And they're going to keep trickling these out, and there's like no FF titles, and they're going to do it late because Marvel was saying something about they want to do it slow and take over the 2 months long to get this done, which honestly hurts retailers. It's like you have titles that you're delaying that people could be anticipating, like Empire and stuff that could really kick it off. Then on top of that, you're not even saying what titles are canceled or what's coming or what's on delay, what's on there. Like we know Black Widow gets pushed back. It makes sense. You need to release more than a movie. That's just smart business. But like they're being silent about, hey, we're canceling this, we're delaying this. Um, what's done, what's not coming out, and it's like but they're still going hard for the paint with Diamond. It's crazy because since Marvel's not really competing that hard, yeah, this gives the opportunity to DC and the Indies to maybe cover some ground. But the DC and the Indies, they're even kind of going slow. They're still releasing stuff though, but they're kind of going a little bit slow. So they're not just pumping them out because they kind of have to rev business back up. Now with the stay at home, why this slow? Like it's really pissing people off, and it's ridiculous. It's stupid. Why aren't you guys saying anything? It's like you got the freelancers worried because they don't know if they got a job to come back to. And here's the funny thing. You think that they would be completely silent? Oh no 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 no! You got, I think it was CB Lusky and other people talking about their favorite sandwich shops. Oh, save my restaurant that I like to eat at around the corner. Save this thing. Go do this. You got a bunch of them starting like YouTube channels about how to's and things, and really just kind of dry. Listen, I'm even trying to get my footing in YouTube. I appreciate all you guys subscribers. It's not easy. It actually does take time. Right now, I can tell you what I would normally wouldn't say this. I don't sleep a lot all the time, but I do try to get my sleep in. It's like 2 in the morning, and I want to finish this off. So yeah, I was like, I got to get this, and then I have videos to do because I had to take phone calls. I have a life, and I normally don't want to be up to sleep, but I got to. So anyway, um, yeah, you got these people talking to like these different things, doing interviews. I seen one with Dan Didio. I heard about it, but they have said nothing about what's been going on or what they're doing. And you got um, even Boom is talking about what they're gonna do. Like what? And Boom is smaller. It might have 20, 30 people. Like this is crazy. And you got Diamond who already, yet they're ahead of you. How does that work? Now you got Marvel, and one of my biggest issues is Marvel always was the boast. We're the top, we're the top, we're the top. Well, guess what? When it comes to the movies, merchandise, and everything, you guys are number one. Um, DC and you go back and forth with the top sellers, and you got the graphic novels with Image, the top three. But overall, Marvel, you're the big merchandise hitter because your movies and everything else, even though your movies don't translate to your comic book sales. And it's like, okay, do digital, do stuff. Retailers are going to be upset, but you need to get titles out there, maybe get the buzz going, things, because you're going to have to ramp it all back up anyway, and you can still run it. But honestly, you're pretty much stopping the industry. It's like you're sleeping at the freaking wheel and no leadership. What is it? You guys have been so woke with a lot of your titles that you're sleep deprived or something? Like, this is crazy. And now I mean, honestly, so all the stuff going on with the blocking, they calling people istophobe, this person's at alt-right, this person Nazi, this person this person that. Let's call a spade a spade. They got the biggest box office. DC usually does better with TV, but they have some good TV, strong wiser ratings and stuff. Even if you don't like DC's TV, DC's the domination. Their domination is TV. You got the merchandise. Yeah, Sprite Batman sells well. He sells over 400,000 something a year. Superman sells well. He does over 300,000. The Avengers, I actually heard of went up. Where they're now closer to Superman. Spider Man's $1 billion business, and all the merchandising stuff is with them. So is his title. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's just nuts. And I just want to make sure I didn't lose anything. It's like you got people like Brian Michael Bendis and them banding together. I think I did a video earlier today about that, or the other day, or whatever. You got people like Jim Lee and them commissioning things. You got Ethan Van Sciver, who even bought Jim Lee's thing for like $4,000. They're trying to help. You got Donny Cates buying stuff. You got all these people doing things, and you guys are talking about sandwich shops. I'm talking about the people in charge. Like, what is going on? What is next? Seriously, you guys usually do stuff where you're already doing dirty tactics a lot of times with the price hikes. 3.99, 4.99, 5.99. You're like, well, you got to get 30 books to get this one title, to get this one variant cover or something like that. And it's more dollars is stupid, and retailers like will have to buy like $50 50 for to get these 5 issues of these variant special covers. It's you're already doing dirty tactics. You guys, DC does it too, and it's stuff. You hurt the industry. I know you don't like to hear it. I know you think every fan is just ranting, but you did. Those kind of dirty tactics hurt the industry because maybe these books aren't selling hard, but they want that title, and some people will buy something just because the artist is on it, and you know this. Now, I think what you guys need to do is I think you need to reevaluate this, go back to this, and also too, I think you need to reevaluate your entire business model in the sense of first off, um, you're already cutting down the staff and probably doing some consolidations. You need to do less titles. There should not be 13 X-Men books plus an additional two. Then it's like, okay, you want me to buy all these books at $3.99 and $4.99 because some of them are four and a couple are $5.99. Then you also want me to buy the Empire thing, which is probably going to have like 10 tie-ins and then like 8 books in itself. Then you want me to get like my Avengers and my normal books and maybe Guardians of the Galaxy and this thing, but then now you come out with Yondu and you come out with this. I get it. You guys like to diversify your portfolio, but honestly, with everything going on, and people's money is a lot tighter, and you guys can produce anywhere. And I'm going to use a simple number. So let's say everyone, DC right now is producing 40 books. You guys are producing 80. Image is producing like, 20. Everyone else is producing like 10, 15, 16, stuff like that. I'm just making up simple numbers. If you're producing 80 books, cut that down to like 60 books. You do not need to do all those books. Also, too, with your team books, if you got people in team, then you don't need to also do a single title for every single one of those characters. Sometimes you may want to do that, but you got enough of clones of these characters. You got Old Man Logan, Decan, Wolverine's new magical daughter, Weapon Hex, Wolverine, X-23, Honey Badger. You see all these characters that have a similar power set. You could do things with them too. You should push those stories to get those characters out there. But you got to cut it down, like, because you're going to bombard the market, and I get it. You guys want to do it, but I think if you did a few less books, you still would be doing more books than everyone. So basically, cut it down. I guess from 80 to 60 is like what, 20%. Cut your things down to 20%. You're still going to be the most on the market. Do some more unique titles. Don't do so many pandering titles, because I know you guys are going to pander anyway. But that's my personal take on what I think you should do. But I also think you should definitely step up, do more, see why the retailers are so angry at you, and like specifically, and fix the situation. You need to come out with your bangers. They need you right now. You guys have heard the retailers with all the dirty tactics. The retailers need that Empire, because I'm not buying it, but there's other people who are going to buy it. You have the X-Men fans who are hard up on buying the X-Men stuff. People are going to need that. You got these titles, Fantastic Four, Thor. These are the anticipated titles right now. Spider-Man always sells. But all these events and stuff. And you got Outlaw, which there's people who are actually really feeling Outlaw. I like the concept of Outlaw. You just got to get your stuff together. Like, you need to help the industry right now more than what you have. You need to give them the bangers, yo. These big titles that these are what the meaty, juicy morsels. Just like DC's going to eventually come out with Metal. Like, the shops need this, and then they can maybe push some of the other books and get things going. Right now, it's not a we are Marvel, you all suck. No, it's a everyone needs all hands on deck to save the comic book industry from the debacle. And then look at what you did with all the wokeness and stuff, and stop doing that. It doesn't sell. People don't like it. It's not pandering. Get the stuff that sells. If you want to do a woke book, use the character specifically to do it, like you did with New Warriors. That's all I gotta say. You guys got to do better. You need to stop being radio silent. You're the leaders of the industry. You make the money. You need to do it. Geek Protagonist is out. Thank you. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Love you guys. Thank you for everything you do. I hope this channel keeps growing. I'm going to try my best. Sometimes it's hard to get to it, but I'm doing what I can. I'll see you. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay clean, and carry on.